I was always in the West Indian spots, getting eye tile always around the rosters. The music was the bangers, and I lived on Eastern Parkway. Live out there! So, you know, how could I not adopt a great appreciation? This is Bro DIALLO, and I'm about to dig in them crates over at Okayplayer Lounge. Y'all setting traps. This was right up front. Didn't even have to look for it. We in Brooklyn. The illest. Biggie Smalls. ROMs are played out. Okay, now it gets hard from here. I discovered music. Music's been surrounding me. My dad actually plays the piano, and my mom always had music playing, cleaning the house, and then in the car, there was music all around, cookouts. I don't know of any life memories or life experience that aren't associated with music. I also came up in the Baptist church, Mahalia Jackson Christian, so there was never a time that I have any conscious memory where music didn't saturate the background of my life. I don't hear much new music unless it's an old artist that I continue to follow. Fortunately, social media, which wasn't around at the time, I would love to, growing up, to know what Schoolie D had for breakfast or what KRS-One dogs look like, but I follow old artists that are still putting out music, and I try to get music directly from them because I'm still of the generation that, you know, actively supported the artist. And I picked this one as a shook one, not one invoking shookness. So I don't want anybody to get confused. So I think that was like the theme song from anybody that got chased home from school. I grew up listening to disco a lot, Donna Summers, a lot of blues, Bobby Blue Bland. And then when I went to live with my grandmother, it was all God's music, no sinful or worldly music. So Mahalia, the Aretha Franklin gospel album before she was claimed by the world, that was mostly it until I got old enough to make my own music selections, and from then on it was hip hop. X-Clan was very, very Afrocentric. Afrocentric aesthetics. Just taking it as far as they could go. On DMC, the OGs. My favorite album artwork is probably the By Any Means Necessary album cover with Boogie Down production, and it has KRS-One with a submachine gun looking out the window to duplicate Malcolm X's iconic photo where he was peeping out the window. That connected hip hop to consciousness, because conscious hip hop is my favorite genre of music. My favorite conscious hip hop song, man. There's so many to choose from, to be honest with you. And this ain't even for now. It's on Word from the Wise on the Poor Righteous Teacher's debut album, Holy Intellect, Word from the Wise. I would say that is my favorite conscious hip hop song. 5 songs I will put on the playlist with Word from the Wise. I will put Atheist by Skip Coon. I will put 100 Guns by KRS-One, Boogie Down production. Get to the Point by Sizzla. The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, which is a spoken word piece. I would also put Ladies Song by Gil Scott-Heron. Got nothing good to say, why not just let her go on her way? Stillmatic. This is gonna be a super hip hop selection. I don't even apologize for that. Look at this one right off top. De La. When people wanted to insult me when I was in high school, they would call me De La Soul. I came up in a time where everybody wanted to be West Coast gangster, and everybody in my hood was repping sets and clicking up. And there was a small group of us who were like, you know, more Bohemian. The last body of work that I paid for, because I don't do that download shit, was Dread Flintstone and the Modern Tones Family. I bought 2. And I bought a old school classic that was slept on, The Human Education Against Lies, The Hill Project, Civilization versus Technology. They were our cassette tapes. Cassette, LP, 8 tracks, CDs, that's my preferred mediums. The Blastmaster. I actually went to a concert during The Thriller tour, amazing. The last concert I attended was at Brick. It was actually a 25-year anniversary for Let's Get Free, Dead Prez. And they opened it up with a discussion about the evolution of hip hop and revolutionary struggle. And they were there face to face to talk and engage with the people, and then followed by a concert where they did their classics and modern interpretations of their classics. Two conscious rappers I'd like to see collaborate: Skip Coon from Mississippi and Wise Intelligent from Trenton, or New Jersey, but they called it New Jerusalem, because one of them raps kind of slow, Southern slow, and East Coast quickness. So I would like to see how they would come together. Oh. Oh, this one is the I Testament. This one is more than judgment. When did I first get into that? I moved to New York City in 1992. I started school. I was always in the West Indian spots, getting eye tile, always around the Rastas. The music was the bangers, and I lived on Eastern Parkway. Yeah, about there. So, you know, how could I not adopt a great appreciation for dancehall, the music, and the artist, and the culture? My favorite music video, it's not available anymore, you can never see it. Brand Nubian, Sunshine. Wake Up reprising Sunshine because they had a devil in there. It was a brother in whiteface with a blonde wig and devil horns, and he was giving out pork and technology to the youth. And so then they edited it out without the white devil. My top 3 albums of all time: Praise Ye Jah by Sizzla Kalonji. It has the absolute worst album cover for the absolute best album. After that, it would have to be Criminal Minded. And then I have to say Black Times. I love the album art on that, the energy in that, and to see it performed live was quite a treat. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm sure nobody's done this one. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Whew, saved me. I saw this one earlier. Thought y'all took it out. The 3 albums that define my upbringing: Pieces of a Man by Gil Scott-Heron. If you grew up listening to hip hop, Gil Scott-Heron was sampled aggressively. I would have to say 3 Feet High and Rising again, to see myself and my crew. Shout out to the inner city natives, Village Boys. And finally, I'd have to say Straight Outta Compton. As much as I despise that era and genre, I can't deny how significant and impactful it is. Not a shout out, but a shit out to Straight Outta Compton. When I first hear a song, what's most important to me is the lyrical content, because a lot of shitty rappers hide behind beats and tracks. So I like the power of the voice and the intelligence and care that goes into the lyrics. Hey, this is Bro DIALLO, and I just completed Diggin the Crates at Okayplayer Lounge.